So I wanted to give you guys a quick review of what I'm going to be taking on the Appalachian Trail. Got about I'd say 14-pound pack, I think is what it weighed out at. Got a little bit of food in it, but everything else is pretty much the base weight. So with consumables, water and food, I should be looking at under 25 pounds, which should work out pretty good. I'll start at the top of the backpack, we call the brain. Got my Sawyer water filter. I use that quite a bit. It's just a Sawyer Mini. I use it in tandem with these bags I get from Walmart, from Outdoor Products. I like them because they have two little grommets that you can use them to hang. Actually, that's a spare. This one here, I have these little ties that I can tie to my backpack straps. Screw the Sawyer on top, and it makes for easy drinking. It just rests right at your chest. You just lean down, take a drink. So that works really good. So there's my water situation. I like to have this accessible. This is a wind jacket put out by Montbell. Got all these things about 5 or 6 years ago. Been wanting to do the AT for a long time. This is just a simple little wind jacket. It's got a little hoodie. Comes in at 2.8 ounces. And it's been a good product. It'll warm you up when the wind's blowing. Gonna take some gloves. These are just simple rubber coated gloves, same kind of wear to work. They'll keep the chill off your hands if you need it, but also when you're walking with your trekking poles, sometimes you can get bruised a little bit, and that gives you a little bit of cushion padding. I do have some trekking poles. They're just nothing fancy. Helionox trekking poles. They don't weigh very much at all. So that's everything that's in the top. I'll probably put in some snacks and whatnot, so they're accessible when I stop to take a break. So flipping the pack around, we'll open up the other side of the brain. It's got a pocket here with, I put a lot of convenient items in here that I want access to right away. The first one that I need access to when I get on the trail is, this is just some string that I put some loops in. And I've got some carabiners that can go from tree to tree. I make a clothesline out of it. It's wrapped around a mosquito head net. But that clothesline's nice because I can spread out all my gear, see what I've got, not losing anything in the dirt. And it's great for drying things out too. We got a little headlamp. This headlamp, pretty good. I like it. It's just one you can charge with the USB. So that makes it nice because I'm using an Anchor battery. Got a couple other cables, some cables for my phones and for my earbuds to charge them. I'll also have a charging cable for my Anchor battery for the GoPro. This is my first aid kit, a little bit heavier than normal. I didn't want to get on the trail and have to go buy aspirin at the gas stations and get ripped off for the little sample pack, so I packed a bunch more than I usually do. This is basically ibuprofen, nighttime ibuprofen, and also some Tylenol. Trick of the trade is that nighttime stuff. Sometimes it's tough to get to bed on the trail for me. Sometimes I just can't, after a long day hiking, you can't get relaxed. Sometimes that'll take the edge off. Not all the time, just once in a while. Another critical thing, threw in some Tums. Sometimes hiking will get things worked up on me to where I get a little heartburn, and so that makes it nice to have some Tums. I learned that the hard way. These are some mosquito wipes. We'll see how the bugs are this time of year. I'm not sure that they'll be that bad, but we'll see. I put some Gold Bond medicated powder in a little Ziploc bag. That should be good stuff. Couple of toothpicks with flossers, and an extra O-ring for the Sawyer squeeze kit. Sometimes those O-rings fail. It's good to have an extra. This is one I don't normally justify taking. It's just a little knife from Gerber, weighs 1 ounce. This is my bear bag slash food storage. It's just a big Agnes bag that has a roll top on it. Pretty water resistant, so I ought to be able to just take a piece of string and throw it up in a tree. And I've got some Mountain House meals in there, eggs and bacon, spaghetti. That's a good one, I like that. I won't be doing a lot of Mountain Houses on this trail, but I'm going to be starting with them because they're lightweight and I own them. Lasagna and some more eggs and ham, I believe. Yeah, so anyhow, so there's that for the food. These are some wind pants. It's very similar to the Montbell wind jacket I just showed you. I'm going to be wearing these if I need them on the trail, but mainly for something to wear in town when my clothes are being washed and dried. So now I'll show you my cook kit real quick. So this is a cook kit. I kind of combined a few cook kits for this trip. Normally I take a lighter weight one, but I want to make sure I've got all my bases covered. This is a Tokes lid, weighs in at 0.6 ounces, titanium. I've got a little Optimus spoon for digging into those mountain houses. Makes it nice to have a long handle to do that. That comes in at 0.7 ounces. And my pot is a Snow Peak. I believe it's a 20 ounce. So that'll get me 2 cups boil, 2 cups here, and then it'll give me enough for boiling. Sometimes if you have a smaller cup, that boiling water will cause you problems by putting out the flame on your stove. Normally I don't bring this stove, I bring a lighter weight version or cook on the fire. But this trip I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the weight of this stove for comfort and convenience. That weighs in at 3 ounces. It's a Primus stove. I've had it for years. Has a butane attachment here. I'll pick up some butane when I get to Georgia. This is nice. I can simmer it and I can boil it pretty easy. It's got a piezo igniter to light it up, and it comes in right, I say, 3 ounces. On this pot I got some Hot Lips. They're kind of a plastic neoprene style deal. It just goes right on the lip, and that makes it so you can take a drink of hot chocolate without burning your lips or whatever you're drinking. So also in there I've got a big construction plastic bag. Probably throw my sleeping bag and anything else I don't want wet on the trail in there, and just throw it in the bottom of my pack. So when my tent gets wet, especially the rain fly, I always store it in the outer side of this. This will kind of dry things out. It's got a little stretchy material here. Good place to put things like that. So on to my clothing here. I've got just a t-shirt, simple t-shirt, wick away. My boy was on the baseball team, so I thought that'd be a good one to wear. Kind of give me some personality on the trail. These are my sleep socks. I normally wouldn't bring cotton, but these seem pretty comfortable at night when I'm in the tent or lounging around the fire. These are Cool Max socks here. Some low cut ones and some ankle ones. They do a pretty good job. Never had blisters with them. So hopefully we'll do good there. These are pillows here. We'll get into my sleep system. These are made by Xbed. I've got a large and a medium. The medium weighs in at 1.7 ounces and the large is at 2.2 ounces. I'll show you how these work. Most guys wouldn't take a pillow, but I'm a side sleeper, and one of my goals on this trip is to get good sleep and recharge my batteries at night, and be able to have a good successful day in the morning. So here's the medium pillow. So there's that, simple as that, 3 breaths, 2.5 breaths. Gina, my wife, made me a nice pillowcase. This is nice soft plush material there. So I'll just throw that right on top of that pillow and should be living the dream come nighttime. So that's gonna be a lot nicer than laying on that ultralight material. This will be a lot softer. And She made me 2 of them, but I think I'll just take 1 of them just to reduce weight. That'll just be the one I sleep on with my head. So, got some ex officio boxers in the clothing line. These are supposed to be really good for sweat and chafing and getting rid of moisture. Got a few pair of those. So here, my most important piece of gear. This is a puffy down jacket by Montbell. It comes in right around 6 ounces. I wear it all the time. I wear it in town, I wear it on the trail. I even use it a ton in my personal life. It's an ultralight version, so it does not have pockets, which is kind of a pain, but I love that piece of gear. These I'll primarily be sleeping in. These are puffy down pants made by Montbell, about the same weight, 6 or 7 ounces. And they're nice to sit around the fire and chill. So they'll keep you warm. This is part of my sleep system. These are the down booties. I'll wear them around camp and also to bed if needed. Sometimes you put these on and about 10 seconds later you're just too hot. I debated on bringing those. So another part of the comfort / sleep system. This is a cute little outdoor research beanie. It's got a built-in stuff sack, and I like that because it'll just keep you warm on the trail when you take a break and you're kind of chilled out, get a little cold. That'll help you. Even having my hand in there right now, it's just warm. So I'll use that to sleep with too, and you can actually pull it down over your eyes as kind of a face mask. Get an extra half hour in the mornings of sleep. So speaking of sleep, here's my sleeping bag. This is a Big Agnes. It's a Horse Thief sleeping bag. It's 35-degree rating on it. Comes in at 20 ounces, and that should do the trick. I'm able to take a lighter sleeping bag because I'm taking all those precautions with having extra gear to wear during sleep, like my other down gear. This is kind of an overkill. This is my air mattress. It's a Thermarest Exotherm. Comes in at about a pound, and the 5.7 R value. So this thing is really good at keeping you warm. Keeps the ground from acting like a heat sink and taking all your body heat. That 5.7 R value really helps. So that is getting us to the next one. This is a rain poncho. Kind of heavy. I normally wouldn't take this. It's a Sea to Summit tarp poncho. Comes in at 13 ounces. I like it for the AT. I hear nothing but rain, especially this time of year. So this will cover me and my pack, and also it's got some buttons down on the side. Goes down to my knees, and it breathes when you're walking in the rain. At least you're going to get some airflow. Sometimes if I wear rain jackets and pants, it defeats the purpose because I sweat too much. So that's what we're bringing there. This is a splurge item here. This is a Helionox chair. When I get to the end of the day, I want to rest my back. That's just how I roll. So that's going to take me out of the ultralight category, I'm sure. Most guys wouldn't take that. Who knows, maybe I'll dump it along the way, but I doubt it. So that is that. This is an Osprey Exos 46 pack. It comes in probably just about a pound and a half. It's the biggest pack I own. I could have gotten away with a smaller pack, but with my food on the trail, we refill our food about every 3 to 5 days, and so I wanted to have room, if needed, for extra food. So the tent I'm going to be using, this is a Fly Creek Platinum 2-man tent, and it's put out by Big Agnes. It comes in right about 2 pounds. It's a pretty delicate tent, but it should do the job. So there's my pack, and hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of short, kind of sweet, but on the trail I'll show you the gear individually and how we're using it throughout the next videos upcoming. So I appreciate you guys' support, and appreciate all the feedback I've gotten through different forums. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.